All right, welcome to the Vitality Regen class. I'm Coach Clint, and today we're going to be going through some awesome little movements to help us move better and feel better. So before we get started, while we're still waiting for more people to jump on, we're going to go over our tip of the day and all that good stuff. So tip of the day today, and we've been working on mindset, grit, and gratitude stuff. So what do we got today? How to create a positive mindset each and every day. Create a morning routine that you adore. So find something that works for you. If that's getting up at a certain time, if it's having breakfast by a certain time, showering, whatever it might be, create that routine, write it down, hit it every day. It helps your brain kind of wrap around what's actually happening. So on Monday morning, first thing in the morning, you're ready to rock and roll and get things done. Okay, so create that routine. Number 2, positive sticky notes. That's what I'm going to call it, at least. Take some of those little yellow sticky notes that we all have laying around the house. Write a positive affirmation on it. Right? You look good today. Stick it on your mirror. Put it on your laptop. So when you open your laptop, the first thing you see is something like, hey, you got this. Let's go. Something that keeps you positive. That'll just help your brain, again, kind of lock into that mindset. And then we have grind through the negative. Don't let the negative get you down too much. Really push through when you hit that negative. Think of those positive things. Think of those positive sticky notes. Go to a friend, talk it through. And then practice self-care. Oh, I can't imagine why that's on there. Maybe because the guy that's telling you likes to do workouts with you, stretch breaks, stuff like that. Find something that works on you. Take that time. Meditation, deep breathing, water break, anything. Stretches, stuff that you enjoy doing. Take some time for yourself. Just again, get your mind in the right place. Those are the 4 little bullet points I wanted to go over. And then another self-care one, laugh, right? So our joke of the day, I can never get this thing straight. Our joke of the day, what does a mathematician say when something goes wrong? Stick around to the end. And if I remember, I'll tell you the answer, but sometimes I forget. All right, so let's go ahead and get rolling today. So we are going to start in our glute bridge position. Now, hopefully those of you that wanted bands got some ordered. We are going to use them a little bit today, but not too much, because like I said, our class is going to still be very similar to what it was. Glute bridge position, nice high with our hips at the top. Let yourself down nice and slow. So what we're going to do each time is change our position. Now I'm going single leg. Doesn't matter which leg. Mine happens to be my right leg up and down. Switch to the left leg up and down. Nice, slow and controlled. Now both up and down. Good. Now back to my right up. So see, I'm just alternating. Double, single, single, double, single, single. We're going to go through it 3 times. Double, single, single. When you go to your single, really focus on your hip position. Make sure your hips fly high, just like in double, and make sure that your hips stay parallel to the ground. Don't let your hip dip towards the ground. Double, single, single. And relax. Beautiful. All right, we're going to go knee hugs on our back. So I'm going to grab my knee, pull to my chest. I'm going to rock it around a little bit, open up that hip pocket. And I'm going to release it. And I'm going to pull the other one up. So I'm going to alternate with these, 5 on each side. Again, roll around in that pocket, find a little extra space in that hip, and then put it out. Now notice that when I'm letting go of this knee hug, I'm using my core to hold that leg up as I straighten it out, keeping my core tight, taking my leg out straight before I set it down. So that's just a little extra challenge you can try to do. Okay, if you're standing right now, you can do this standing also. Practice your balance as you put it down, right? So hold that knee, roll it around a little, release, nice and slow down to the ground. Keep your core tight to stay balanced. See, we can do this on the ground, standing. You can do it seated. I just recorded a little video today about seated stretches, and that's what we worked on, is some of these stretches that a lot of people don't realize you can do in a chair. We like when you guys get up, but you can do it in a chair. Good, let's go one more on each side. Can you believe it? It's March already. Marching to a beat of a different drum. Oh boy, that was bad. March is here. We got bands, those of you that wanted them, or maybe you're still waiting for your order to come in, but when you get it, you're excited. I'm excited. It's good stuff. All right, up into the quad position. Hands under our shoulders, knees under our hips. Nice flat back here. So if you need to do a couple of cat cows, you can. I'm going to go right arm out, left leg out. Hold that position for just a second. Now I'm going to bring them together underneath and kick them right back out. Quad opposite. The goal here, keep that core tight. Don't allow your back to move either way. So as you pull in, you don't arch up. As you go out, it doesn't curve down towards the ground. Nice and straight here, 5. And then we're going to switch to the other side. We got one more on this side. Make yourself as long as possible. Fingertip to toe. Back to center. Good. Opposite arm, opposite leg. Find the other side. Find that balance first. And then start moving in and out. Nice simple one here. That is teaching our body some good anti-rotation positions, right? Because if I rotate, I'm no longer a straight arrow in this position. I'm curled over. Okay, so I'm teaching my body how to control itself in space. So if you're wobbling a little, we know we need to work on it, right? There we go. Beautiful. Up on our feet. Okay, now this is where we get tricky. We're going to do a little extra glute activation before starting the class. If you have a mini band, we're going up to our knee, just a slight little here. I'll jump closer to camera. Just a little over my knee. Okay, so it's not down on my knee, it's just a little above. If you don't have a band, that's fine. Same position. We're going into that good base position. Shoulder width with our feet, toes pointed forward, slight bend in our knees, butt reaches back like you're not sure if there's a chair back there or not. Okay, so I'm here. Now, with or without the band, I'm going to try to rip the floor apart underneath me, nice and sit into my glutes. Now with my right leg, I'm going to come in and out over my toe. In, out. I'm going to go 5 of those. Without a band, you're doing the same thing. The band's just adding activation. You're using those glutes to push and pull that leg. Push and pull. Good. Left leg, 5. In, out. Now, if you have a band, you own the band. The band does not own you. So that means I'm not letting the band snap my knee in, right? And I'm not fighting it to go out. I'm controlling that band everywhere it goes. One more. Beautiful. Now both. Now with both, we don't go in with both knees. That puts a lot of stress on our knees. Okay, so don't do that. Now we're going to go out and back over our toes. Out, back over our toes. Good. 5 of those. Out, back over our toes. Out, back over our toes. One more. Out, back over our toes. Woo! If you have a band, you're feeling it in those glutes a lot. If you don't have a band, you might not feel it, but you were activating them, I promise. All right, drop squats. Starting up on our toes. On go, we drop into that base position. Here we go. And go. Good. Up. Go. Good. Up. Last one. Go. Good. This time. First go, drop. Second go, pogos. Both feet, same time. Just bouncing on our toes. Okay, here we go. All the way up. Just one of these this time. Go. Go. Nice and easy. Okay, you can go faster if you want. I'm going to just go nice and easy today. Just get a little blood flow, working through, and relax. All right, shake those legs out. Okay, so today, what we have. Now remember, we have some of these that will be with the band on. So if you have a band, look for that. If you don't, that's fine. It's still the same. Okay, so we're going to do some lunge. And we're going to do a world's greatest stretch. We're going to do a plank, push-up, down dog, and then a dive bomber push-up, and then a stand. Easy as pie. Okay, we're going to go through that flow 2 times. Now, in that flow, there is no band. It's in the next part that we have band. Okay, so don't stress. If you didn't see the band or don't see the band, don't stress. It's not in that main block today. Okay, so lunge position. Okay, I'm going to go about a 45 so you guys can see a side and a similar front view. Right leg forward, left leg is going to go back to the back of the room. Okay, so here we go. We're going to go down into our lunge position. Okay, we're just going to hold in that lunge for a second. We're going to come up, split squat, so stand, but still with one leg back, down, back into that lunge. Okay, make sure that knee is over your shoelaces if you have shoes on. Okay, now straighten that back leg. Drive that back leg to the back of the room. Bring both hands down to the floor. Support yourself here with your hands. Keep that back leg nice and straight, nice and strong here, long and strong from the tip of your head to your heel going to the back of the room. Now take the same arm as your front leg and you're going to reach to the sky and plug those fingers into the sky. Make yourself as long as possible. Look where those fingers are going. Good. Come back down to the ground into that world's greatest. From there, I'm going to drive my foot back into a plank position. So I'm just stepping out of that world's greatest plank position. Good. Nice slow push up here. At least get that eccentric on the way down. Okay. So at least count yourself down. 3, 2, 1. Come up however you can. Press up and go into that down dog position. Holding in this down dog for a second. You can alternate your feet a couple of times if you want. All right, dive bomber. I'm going to try to touch my forehead to the ground before sliding forward into a cobra. Woo! It's getting warm in here, guys. Holding that cobra. Now I'm going to drive my hips back up to the sky into that down dog position. I'm going to walk my hands back towards my feet. And I'm going to roll up nice and easy, just like that. Good. All right, switching sides. Okay, so switch your front leg, going into that lunge position. Now to set up your lunge properly, you can come all the way to the ground, that's fine. See where that knee is. Make sure it's over your laces just a little bit. Okay, and then come up into your lunge and hold. Whew, it's beautiful. It's sunny outside here today. I love it. Come up to that split stance position. Bring it back down into that lunge. Good. Nice work. All right. Hands go down to the floor. Straighten that back leg. Drive your heel down and make yourself long and strong. Tighten your core. Drive those hands into the mat or floor. I have a mat. I don't know if you have a mat. All right, rotate the same hand as that front leg towards the sky. Plug those fingers in, reach high. Remember to breathe. Good, bring those hands back down to the ground. Hold this world's greatest for just a second. Feels good today. All right, drive that leg back into a plank position. Hold that plank nice and strong here. Don't sag your hips. Don't fly your hips. We're in that good plank position. All right, down in that eccentric push-up at least 3 seconds. 3, 2, 1. Press up however you can. Drive back into that down dog. Dive bomber push-up number 2 coming. All right, try to touch your forehead to the ground before sweeping underneath and up into that cobra. My back popped. Oh, it feels good. Drive those hips up. Walk those hands back to your feet. My hamstrings are getting better, guys. And roll up. Nice and slow. That's because of you guys. You guys are doing it. Whew. All right. So it turned into that kind of class. I'm taking my jacket off in class because whoever wrote this workout today, making it warm. All right, grab a quick drink of water. It's round 2 time. Here we go. Round 2, lunge position. You know the position, first leg that you were in, okay? Get your setup right, nice and strong here. Let's bounce a couple of pulses, about 5 or so. And relax, good. Straighten that back leg, drive that back leg to the back of the room, world's greatest position. Round 2, we're gonna roll a little faster. Rotate up, look where that hand's going. Hand down, plank position. Eccentric push-up on the way down. 3, 2, 1, drive it up. Down dog position. I said they're better, they're not perfect, right? This down dog still isn't the best, but we're working on it. All right, dive bomber push-up number 3. We're gonna try to dip that forehead all the way to the ground, sweep underneath and up. Beautiful. Open up that chest, stretch out. Drive those hips towards the sky. Walk those hands all the way back to your toes and roll up. All right. One more side and moving on. Whew. Love this class. Wakes you up for the end of the day, right? Here we go. Lunge position. Find that good lunge. Once you're locked in, just start pulsing. We're going to go off of time. I'm watching a timer. We're just going to go off of time. Get as many pulses or as few pulses as you want. All right, dropping down. Straighten that back leg. Bring both hands inside. If you want to add a little extra anytime that we're doing this world's greatest, go elbow to instep. So try to drop that elbow a little lower. Okay, I'm more worried about keeping my good posture here. So nice flat back, hips are driven down. Back leg is straight instead of down here on the ground. Okay, so I'm working from the up position and I'll start working. You'll notice I'll start working my elbow inside. Rotate, looking towards the sky. Hand goes inside, slide back into that plank position. Beautiful. Lock in. Nice eccentric push up. Down. 3, 2, 1. Drive it up. Hips go high. You can alternate those feet a couple of times if you need to, right? Just to bounce a little bit. Sometimes it helps us sink a little more. Drive those shoulders towards your hips. Okay, dive bomber number 4, last one. Forehead to the ground. Sweep through and up. Good. Fly those hips. Walk those hands back to your toes and roll up. All right, grab a quick drink. We're going to be moving into our core and stability stuff. Okay, so this time we will need the bands. Okay, so if you have it, grab it. If you don't have one yet, I'm going to show you how to create tension other ways. And actually, I'll grab a prop. Look at that. If you have a towel, if you have a pillow, if you have anything, a piece of paper, notebook, anything, grab it if it's handy. Your water bottle, grab it. Okay, props. We're going props. Okay, round 1 of our core exercise. We are going for a core assist dead bug. So the band is on my wrist, okay? Dead bug position on my back, 90-90 at my hip and at my knee. Arms go up overhead. Core assist. All that means, if you have a pillow, a towel, a paper, a notebook, your water bottle, you're holding that in between your hands, you're creating tension by either pulling or pushing on it, okay? Creating tension here. It's gonna help you lock your core in. Now I'm gonna go opposite leg, taps the ground. I'm gonna keep my knees bent today. If you want to make it a little more challenging for yourself, you can start straightening your leg out, but I don't want you arching your back. Creating this tension here makes these a little different. We're gonna go 5 on each side. Again, I'm keeping short levers with my legs today because of creating this tension, and I know I need to build up core strength with doing these core stability exercises. Beautiful, nice and slow, take your time. Good, and again, if you don't have a band or anything, you can create tension by just focusing on your intent, right? So squeezing those arms, bearing down like you're holding a heavy weight over your head. Don't drop it. Okay, we got one more on each side. And relax. Good. All right, now the band will go onto our ankles. Onto our ankles, and then we're going to come up to our feet. Now, again, this is a stability and glute exercise. Okay, so I'm going to turn a little sideways, shoulder width with our feet. Now, don't let the band own you, right? Again, without the band, same thing. Get in that good base position. All I'm going to do is I'm going to push my heel to the back of the room and tap. Now, if I can, I'm going to try to hover that foot. All my weight is on this base leg, trying to keep about shoulder width, trying not to lean too far over this base leg. And I'm not leaning forward to really bend back with that leg. I'm just squeezing my glute, bringing it forward. We got 10. Slight bend in the down knee. I'm tapping at the front just to find my balance again. Make sure I'm somewhat lined up over my feet. And you will shift your weight a little. That's okay. I just don't want to see you like way over here to find balance. Okay, we're working on our stability. You can hold on to something, squeeze that glute, bring it forward. One more. Switching sides. Now I'm going to turn sideways. Okay, now that you kind of got the idea, now you can watch my posture. Make sure I'm not going forward. Okay, keep yourself accountable. Here we go. Ready? Reach to the back. The first couple I'm going to tap just to make sure I have my balance. There's 3. Good, you got this. 4. Okay, and I'm not as strong on this right leg as my base leg. It's not a good base leg for me. It was my kicking leg for all my years of soccer. So my left leg is more stable. So this is good for my right leg. I'm focusing on my stability. I'm tapping each time, but I'm not putting any weight on that leg. I'm tapping to find my balance. I'm doing what I can. One more. Good. Now that band's already down at your feet. So now, getting tricky. Band goes on your feet back into your dead bug position. Okay, now creating that tension again with your arms. You don't have to hold anything. If you don't have a band, you're going to do exactly what I'm doing with the band, just without the resistance. Okay. And if you have a band, try it. Here we go. Create tension, just like you did before. Now I'm going to try to stretch that band out and not let it drive my other leg away. Boom. It's like our egg hold that we like to do. Switch to the other side. Boom. Okay, I'm not worrying about getting it all the way to the ground. I'm keeping that good hook lying position. This knee that's up should not move. It's the other leg that pulls tension, keeping my core tight. Anti-rotation, theme of the day. Should do a magic word where at the end we have to do something, however many times I say the magic word. In my case, it would be beautiful, and you guys would be working out all day long. Let's get our 5 in. I got one more on each side. Maybe try to extend the band each time a little further. As it gets easier, you can drive that leg down towards the ground. Try to keep that hook position. Good. All right. Band back to your ankles, up on your feet. This is our last thing before our coach's challenge for today. Up on our feet, band still at my ankles. Okay. Now this time we're doing what we call a clockwork. I'm going to work my way around the clock. Okay. So starting with my right leg, I'm going to reach to the front of the room, tap the floor, come back to center, reach out, back to center, reach back, back to center, switching legs, reaching back, forward, out, in, forward, back. Now back to that right leg, forward, back, side, in, back, front, beautiful. Other leg, back, front, side, back, forward, back. Good. One more time, all the way around. Forward, back, out, back, back, forward. Good. Other leg, back, forward, out, in, back, and perfect. All right. Now you should feel those hips nice and warmed up. Okay. Because this next thing is going to be a challenge. Okay. And that's why it's called the coach's challenge. Now, if you have a band, you can challenge yourself a little more and bring that band up to your knees. Okay. If you don't have a band, that's awesome. No big deal. You're still going to get worked with this next piece. So our month's goal is a squat hold or a wall sit in this case. Okay. So I'm going to go over to this wooden wall here to where you guys hopefully can see me. And I'm going to go into a wall sit. A wall sit. Okay. You can do it without a wall. You can do it. Oh, maybe if I disappear because of the window, I'm going to do it without the wall. If you guys can see me. Okay. Here's a wall sit. My back is against the edge of the screen and I'm holding myself up in this position. Band is at my knees. You can do it in a squat hold. Also, the wall just makes you go a little lower and a little more square. Okay, your choice. Now, if you're doing it against the wall, I want you to sit against the wall, hands up. If you're doing it just in the air in a squat position, I want you to do arms out so it helps you sit back further. Okay, we're going to do it twice. I'm going to read the quote and then we're going to go one more 30-second. Our goal by the end of this month is to maybe do like a minute, half, 2 minutes, something like that. Okay. Challenges. We're going to challenge each other. All right, here we go. Into that squat position. Ready? And down, lock in. Oh, I got to move. There we go. I want to make sure I'm on camera. Make sure you're in your squat hold. Lock everything in. Here's our quote. Our deepest fear is not that we are inadequate. Our deepest fear is that we are powerful beyond measure. It is our light, not our darkness, that most frightens us. We ask ourselves, who am I to be brilliant, gorgeous, talented, fabulous? Actually, who are you not to be? Mariam Williamson. Go ahead and come up for a second. Oh, shake those legs out. That quote is just awesome. It's it is you to be who you are. Beautiful, brilliant, smart. Don't be scared of that. Be who you are. Show your light. Show who you are. Be a little light in the darkness. It'll be awesome. It'll show. People will flock to you. It will be amazing. So just be you. Okay. And that goes for work. That goes for these classes. If you want to chat during the class, jump on the chat. Let me know. If you want to talk in a meeting with me, we can schedule a time. All right, let's go. Second one. I'm just going to do it in the air this time. Here we go. Down and hold. Last thing of the day right here. Okay, so if you guys ever want to just chat and talk, go ahead. Send me an IM. We'll set up a time. We can meet for 10, 30, hour, your choice. We'll get it set up. Okay. It also helps me gauge this class. We can make this class as close to what you want as you possibly want, because I will do whatever I can to make it more fun for you. And up. All right, shake those legs out. Good job today, guys. I'll let you get out of here. It is 2:35. on the nose. But before you go, and before I forget, like I did before, what does a mathematician say when something goes wrong? Well, he says figures, of course. All right, guys, have a great rest of your day. I look forward to seeing you on Thursday. We're going to do some more stuff with these bands, a little more strength work with them. So I look forward to seeing you then. If you need a link for the bands, let me know. I'll send it to you. If you need anything else, let me know. I will see you guys Thursday. As always, thanks for being here. Go out and enjoy that sunshine if it's where you guys are. All right, talk to you soon. Bye, guys.